Okay, I'm back down the Syndicate again. It's Sunday morning, around about 9 o'clock. Had the rods in for about 25-30 minutes, something like that. On the different bank than last time, pretty much the following bank, straight across from where I was last time. So we'll give it a go here. There's a few shallow spots and a few deep spots in this swim, so there's plenty to go at, plenty of features. I've got two rods, which are the left and the middle, about 35 yards, both on chod rigs because there's a bit of siltweed down the bottom, and the right hand rod is across the right on the shallows area next to some reeds, which I'll show you a bit more of later. Again on a chod rig. All three rods are on the Blue Oyster pop-ups, and I've scattered probably 50 baits over the three rods, so not too much, but just enough to get a bit of smell and scent into the area and get the fish moving along. I've pretty much done a line from the left hand rod going straight across to the right hand rod, so if any fish come across it, they'll hopefully move down the line of baits and keep picking them up as they go and come in contact with the hook baits. That's the theory. As you can see, the weather's a bit rubbish. It's been raining pretty much for the last 2 days solid, although it has today give out just showers and a few sunny spells, mainly overcast though, so it's quite warm. It's about 15-16 degrees, something like that. So I'm fairly happy with the temperature and the weather conditions. I think it will clear up later, so we'll have to see how we go. Well, the time's now around about 11 o'clock, 11:15. Seen quite a bit of fish activity down this area. About 5 minutes ago I've just seen a couple of three fish roll about 40 yards out, which is only about 10 yards further out than where I've got a couple of rods and a bit of bait, so that's hopeful. About an hour and a half ago I had what at the time I thought was a liner. Anyway, I reeled the rod in, checked it in the edge, and the choddy wasn't sitting up quite right. I don't think it was quite buoyant enough, so I've put some foam inside it now, which is pop it up properly. So I think it was an aborted take really. I don't think it could get it in its mouth properly, the hook, so a bit disappointed about that. I've checked all the three rigs now and they're all spot on, so that's where we're at the moment. Getting a lot of canoes on the lake at the moment. There's a big fair going on the estate and the fields next door, and they've been allowed to put canoes on, so I think it's driving all the fish down this corner, to be honest. Although I think they're here anyway, because when I had a walk around the lake I saw a couple of fish show down this corner. So we'll have to see how we go. Hopefully we can get one on this trip with a bit of luck. Right, I just thought I'd give you a look where I'm placing the rods, so let's go and have a look, shall we? Basically, I've got two rods on the wind line where you can see the wind meet the flat calm water, probably about 25 yards. I've got two rigs there. One of those is where I had the aborted take earlier, so there's definitely fish coming across that bit of area there. And then the third rod is right down where the reeds are. You can just see a coot coming out the reeds. I've got a rig literally a foot from the reeds, probably 2 foot actually. So yeah, that's it. It's a good place, that is. The fish get in them reeds, you know, it goes back probably 10 or 15 feet, about 2 foot of water, so it's definitely a good place to have them. They patrol all out down them reeds. The only thing you've got to watch with fishing down there is the swans. If you see the swans coming down, you'll have to be prepared for get the rod out, because they'll have your bait. I don't fancy playing a swan, to be honest. So that's where we have it at the moment. the rod down where the reeds is probably got about 10 baits round it, that's it. And then coming round a bit, I've put another 10 or 15 baits about 10 yards out from the reeds, and then like a line all the way across the wind line from the reeds right across these two rods. So basically the fish come across a couple of the baits, they'll follow them. There's a line going all the way across, probably about 40 yards, a line of baits, probably 50 odd baits altogether. So we'll see what happens. You can see there more boats on. There's a load of fairs on the estate, bushcraft fair and things like that over the bank holiday weekend, so they haven't come too close, to be honest, so I'm the only one fishing on the lake, so they've got plenty of room. As long as they stay away from me, I'm not too bothered. They all have so far, so they've been pretty good. Seen a couple of fish crash out straight in front of the camera now at about 70 yards. So I've made a note of that, and I've also coming round a bit now, probably in line with the left hand boat you can see in the picture now. I've seen about 4 fish roll at about 50 yards, 40 to 50 yards, something like that. What my middle rod's probably 10 yards away from when they were rolling. So I've had a few problems with the choddies. The pop-ups I've got on, they're basically not buoyant enough, so I've had to drill them out 3/4 of the way and insert some buoyant foam. And I've dropped them in the edge now and they're spot on, so I'm happy with them. I'm convinced what I had as an aborted take earlier on, and the reason for that is it just wasn't sitting right. It was like bent over. So you learn from your mistakes. Won't make that mistake again. So there we have it. Hopefully later on I'll have another update for you, hopefully with a fish for the camera. Well, just had this £16.3 linear, came off the middle rod on the choddy again. Really happy with this one. It's about time I had a fish, so I'll show you the other side. Go on, baby. There we go, what a beautiful fish. Pristine condition. Happy days. Let's get it back, get the rod back out. Well, what a cracking fish. It's only £16.3, but I ain't bothered. Yeah, really pleased with that. Came off the middle rod on the choddy, blue oyster, Nutribaits, with a scattering of bait round it. To be honest, there's a lot still fish in the area. I've seen about another 2 or 3 roll, pretty much over where the rod was before it went off. And I've just seen another one crash out about 2 minutes ago. Put the fish back now, got some cracking fitches. Yeah, pleased with that. So let's get another one. Came off the middle rod, which is about 15 yards out from the corner of them reeds, just down there. I don't know if we can make out the post in the water. It's not quite that far, about 10 yards short of the post, but about 15 yards out to the left, probably in about 10-11 foot of water. So I'm really chuffed with that. I still think there's more fish in to come out of this swim yet. There's definitely fish around here, and I think all the boat traffic on the lake this weekend has done me a huge favour, because it's basically pushed all the fish down this end, so I'm really happy about that. Rod's back out, same spot again, put about 30 baits, not tight, sprayed them all over the place. So it's my preferred baiting approach at the moment, so it's definitely worked today, so happy days. Well, it's cracking end to the day. Yeah, it's gone really calm now. Sky's gone all clear. It's around about 9 o'clock-ish, something like that. There's two lads across on the shallows bank across there. One of them's just had one. Don't know what size or anything it is. I'd love to find out. I'll find out tomorrow morning. I just don't want to reel my rods in and go around and have a look, to be honest, because I'm mega happy with where the rod's positioned and there's a bait over, and I don't want to disturb anything. So yeah, but he's had one. So good luck to him. At least it's still coming out, it's still feeding. That's good. Okay, all the music going on in the field next door. Probably be going on till very late. Oh, I don't know if you can see that straight out in front. Something just showed there. Just caught the tail of it going back in. Not sure whether it's carp or what. It could have been a tench. Yeah, cracking evening. But it's going to be clear tonight. Temperature's already dropping. It is going cool now. So apologies if the camera's shaking a bit, because my hand's shaking a little bit. It is really going cool now. I'm going to stick another 50 baits in just on dark. Let's wait for there's only about 2 or 3 seagulls on today. It's not too bad. Usually about 20. It's a real pain for trying to get bait in, but there's only 3 on. But even so, I'm gonna wait for the seagulls to go on dark and get another 50 baits in over the rods. Another spray of bait, because there's been a couple of coots coming out the reeds down here and having the odd 1 or 2 even there. So they've been thinning the baits out a bit. So I don't think it'll do no harm get another 50 in. I haven't got through much bait at all, to be honest. I brought a kilo with me, and I've probably got 150 baits left. So yeah, I've probably put best part of 2/3 of a kilo in today. So I mean, the Beard Life's had probably 20-30 of them baits. We've had a fish as well, so some of that bait's going to be gone as well. I mean, there could have been 2 or 3 carp with that one a caught, what have been munching down there. So I don't think there's a great deal of bait down there. There's probably 50 or 60 down there at most. Like, I mean, won't take long for a couple of fish get through them. So I'm going to get another 50-60 baits in. I'm going to save about 50 just in case I have one in the night, so I can rebait up afterwards in the hope of getting another one. So yeah, I'm going to get a few more in about the next half an hour or something like that. I think it'd be pretty much dark. It's about 9:30, I think it goes dark now. So yeah, I'll get some more bait in, and then hopefully we'll have one in the night. If I get one in the night, I'm going to put it in the sling so I can show you on video tomorrow morning. Depends what time I have it though. I mean, if I have it before midnight, I shan't bother, because it's no fun for the fish being in the sling for hours and hours and hours in the night. So I'm not going to do that. But if I have something like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, I'll still put it in the sling, because I mean it's light at like 4:45. So that'll be fine. So it's the last blog before dark, so if next blog will be hopefully with a fish tomorrow morning. Okay, morning. It's around about 6 o'clock in the morning now. Nothing due the night, apart from at 5 o'clock I had a coot run on the right hand rod. So I reeled that in about 20 minutes or so ago and repositioned it straight back on the spot. No more bait round, just dropped it straight on. I had a few lumping out fairly close in, woke me up about 3 or 4 o'clock. So that's good. Fish in the area, which I'm pleased about. Looks like it's going to be a really nice day. Pretty much clear skies, blue skies, a few wisps of white, that's it. So the sun's getting up. Be about another hour or so before it gets around to this side of the lake where I'm on this bank. I've got some floaters and the floater rod with me, so might have a chance at one off the surface later. The only problem with this lake is the seagulls can be right pain. I've done floater fishing a few times on this lake and the seagulls can come in and start picking them off the surface and spook the carp away, so we'll have to see what happens. I've got it all there with me anyway, so if I see anything on the surface I'm going to have a go for them. I also might pack up it a little bit early and go up the top bay, which is straight opposite where I'm looking now. It's a nice little bay, shallow areas around the sides and that, and they love to get in there, especially if there's a little bit of a breeze pushing in there as well. They love to get in there in the late morning, 11, 12 o'clock, something like that. So that's an option as well. So I might have a good look around the lake, see if I can see anything going on. It all depends on the boat traffic on the lake today, because I know the boats are going to be back on the lake for the last day. So it depends what boats get on here. That's going to have obviously going to have an effect on the floater fishing as well, because boats going up and down this tend to not going to be on the surface so much, I wouldn't have thought. So we'll have to see anyway. Okay, it's round about 9 o'clock now. Still seeing the odd fish roll even there near the baits. Looks like they're starting to get 1 or 2 up on the surface now in the sun. It has forecast heavy rain around about 10:30, 11 o'clock. So I'm just starting to have a slow pack up and drive for now, ready to get away before that starts basically. Got plenty of blogs coming in over the next month or so. I've just joined a new syndicate down Northamptonshire. It's a complex of 3 lakes and I've joined two of the 3 lakes on there. So I'm looking forward to doing some blogging there. One of the lakes is really good for stalking, so can't wait to get on there and have a go at some of them. Fished up and above 40 pounds in there, loads of 30s. One of the lakes has got 30 odd 30s in there. There's big fully scaled fish, big linears, commons to 35. So yeah, that's looking good. I'm also going to get down to Naseby again a couple of times over the next month or so. Do a couple of weekends in there, and a bit later in the year me and Johnny from work are going to go up to the Bluebell Lake complex near Peterborough, do a weekend there as well. I've also got France trip coming up about 4 weeks time. We're going to Tang de Perrier, which is where the Free Spirit Summer Haze DVD was filmed about 5 or 6 years back. So yeah, really looking forward to that trip. Some real lumps in there. They go up to about £76. I think there's one at 70, which is a 76 pounder. There's about 5 60s in there, and then there's 170 50s in there. Numerous 40s and 30s as well. There isn't many small fish. They're all proper lumps in there. It's not an easy water, but it's not rock hard, I don't think. I've been speaking to a few guys on Facebook who've been across there already this year. They went across in April and it's still pretty cool there, and they were having about 10 12 fish a piece, like, so yeah, that'll do me. If I can get a fish a day from across there, I'll be happy. If I can get a 50, then yeah, that will make me trip. So yeah, plenty of blogs coming up to look forward to. So make sure you subscribe so you get all the details from them and get all the alerts when the new videos go up. Well, that's pretty much it for this trip. I'm all packed away, bar the rods. I'm going to leave to about another 10 or 15 minutes, and then I'm going to pack them away, get in the car and head off home. I don't think there's any chance of getting another one, to be honest. Yeah, it's sun isn't just getting up enough to be down this corner properly at the moment, I don't think. So I've still had an enjoyable trip. Well happy I've banked one. So yeah, happy days. I'm going to see if I can get down next weekend. It'll be for... let's see, what shift am I on? It's going to be for a Sunday night. So I'll be down Sunday morning, crack of dawn, about 6 o'clock, something like that. And then I'll stay till the Monday dinner time, so hopefully I can be able to bag another one. But from now, goodbye.